Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy and welcome to my last faves and fails video of 2024. But the last time I did a faves and fails was in mid-October, so this one is about a month and 3/4. So we've got half of October, all of November, and the first couple of days of December to go over in this one before I launch into my year-end best of 2024 videos, which will be coming up in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for those, but if you love a good faves and fails video, go ahead and give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you missed any of the videos between my last faves and fails and now, here's a quick rundown of what they were. The first video was an eyebrow tutorial. It was called The Secret to Perfect Brows, an easy eyebrow tutorial for mature beginners. Then the next week was Sephora sale, so I did a video about the Sephora sale. Then the next video I put up was that retiring video, which got such traction. The next video was my holiday gift guide, 35 gift ideas for her, awesome things she'll love. Then I posted a video that I did with Omnilux and Dr. Dre. Then after that was my Black Friday sale video, the biggest Black Friday discounts, 25 to 58% off. And then my most recent Friday video was my thank you video, giving thanks and not retiring, and a few more Black Friday deals. The shorts that I put up in the last couple of weeks, the first one was a big announcement that BK Beauty is having 30% off on all their brushes site-wide if you use YouTube shopping links, and that is still going on until the end of December. And so I'm gonna highlight a few of my brushes in this video, but if you are looking for Christmas gifts, it's a great time to get any of my brushes or any of the BK Beauty brushes at 30% off. So if you missed any of those videos, I'll link them right up here. You just tap on this little eye in the circle and that'll open up. I'll also try to put them on the end screen to this video and in the info box below the video. And also in the info box will be all the links to everything I'm going to share today. All right, let's get started today in makeup. I'm so excited about some of this makeup because, you know, 'tis the season. Be a little bit more festive with your look, then this is the time to do it. And I've got some great things to help you do it here. The first things I want to talk about are two eyeshadow palettes that I picked up about a month ago, and they both are very similar, but they're also very different. And I think I'm leaning definitely towards one over the other. I've been playing with them both for a couple of weeks now. And so the two that I'm talking about are the Huda Beauty Icy Nudes palette and the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. Now these are both gorgeous palettes, perfect for the holidays, perfect for gift giving. I got the Mario palette first, so let me talk about that one first. It's got 12 pans of color. There are 7 mattes and 5 shimmers, and they're all gorgeous. This one definitely is like a cool neutral palette. In the shimmers, it does have like a gold shimmer, a white, a couple of kind of taupey pewteries, and then a really dark gray. But the standout color in this palette is this gorgeous navy blue. I mean, this is just a stunner, and the color payout, wow, look at that. I mean, it is just something. If you love blue eyeshadow and would wear a navy, it is gorgeous. I wore this palette in my Sephora video. I did a mainly blue and gray look. Felt like it really made my blue eyes stand out and look more blue. And I thought it was gonna be hands down my fave for the holiday season. Well, then I noticed the Huda Icy Nudes palette and I threw this in my shopping cart. Since then, I've kind of been using it nonstop. So between the two, I am kind of leaning more towards the Huda palette than the Mario. They're both gorgeous. It's just that I feel like with the Icy Nudes, I just feel like I can get more use out of this, more wear out of this, and I actually like using these a little bit better. I do find that I do get a little bit of fallout with the Mario palette. This is definitely a cool icy palette as well. This one has 18 pans of eyeshadow. It's got 7 shimmers, so that leaves 11 mattes, and the variety in the mattes, I think, is what makes this just a slightly better palette for me. I'm wearing this one today. Today I did more of a lavender kind of icy look with it. I also put it on in the video where I was thinking about retiring from YouTube, and I did much more of a pink look that day. It doesn't really go super dark, which is what I really like about it. Like the Mario, I probably won't get any use out of the black. I will only use the blue on special occasions, and the really, really dark gray, I don't think I'll use too much in this one. So there's 3 pans that I'm not gonna use like on an everyday basis. This one, if I ignore the shimmers, I can do a beautiful everyday matte look with it. There's 3 silver shimmers in here. I'm not sure that anyone needs 3 silver shimmers in one palette. You know, I don't think you can go wrong with either of these. I think they're both beautiful. It's just going to depend on what kind of colors you wear. If you get intimidated by 18 pans of eyeshadow, you know, some people this is just too big for. And so then this one is great. And I wanted to recommend an eyeshadow brush to go with a palette like this where you have a lot of shimmers, and that is my A505 brush. I designed this brush specifically to lay down shimmers because I was always having to put them on with my finger, and I was finding that my finger was just too big and clunky, especially at the inner corner, and I would end up with the glitter or the shimmer shadow all down into my under eye concealer. And so if you're using a standard fluffy brush like this one, it won't lay down your shimmers as nicely as my A505 brush. So let me just give you a quick little demo on that. So if you take a fluffy brush and you dip it into a shimmer and then you apply it to your skin, like you get some payout, but it's very diffused. So with a nice flat brush, you end up with a much more concentrated area, you end up with better color payout, and your shimmers tend to stay more where you want them than kind of flying all over the place and getting all over your cheeks and all over your concealer where you don't want it. So highly recommend my A505 for all your shimmer needs. I tried the Westman Atelier blush sticks. I actually picked up a little trio of them in the Sephora sale. This shade here, which is Baby Cheeks, is my favorite. And I'm wearing it today. It is such a pretty blush. I love it. It's easy to use. Just pop it on, blend it in with your fingers or with a brush, and you are good to go. And it's color that lasts all day. I really like it. And of course, if you're looking at picking up a brush for the 30% off, my blush brush is beautiful. It is my A507. Can highly recommend this for blending in your blush. I don't want to get this one dirty. This is kind of my clean demo brush, but here's what it looks like after it's been used a bunch of times. And it really just blends everything so beautifully and so perfectly. I love this brush and it's so soft. A drugstore blush that I tried and really like a lot is the Essence Baby Got Blush. I believe this was sent in PR. I think they sent me a couple shades in it, but I really like this Pinkalicious shade. It has like a little locking mechanism so that it won't come squirting out if you accidentally press this. Let's say you have it in your handbag or something. You have to actually open it, and then it squirts up top into this little doe foot, and then from there you can put it on the back of your hand and then blend it from there. I like to use the back of my hand as a palette for blending my blush, then I pick it up from there and then I pop it on my cheeks. This is a little bit more of like a baby pink than the Westman Atelier, so this is going to give you more of that really bright pinkish kind of flush, but it's really pretty, and you know, Essence, the price point is just great. I have a new setting powder to talk about. I'm so excited about this one. It is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. I wish this came in shades. It only comes in the translucent, which is the white, but this is so good at mattifying and keeping you matte with just one coat, one application. And it doesn't make your makeup look heavy. It doesn't add any cakiness to it. It's very silky feeling, very lightweight. It feels like it is milled so finely, and it's amazing how it really doesn't show up on your skin like looking like powder or making everything look powdery, but yet it just like mattifies, disguises your pores. I'm really happy with this. All right, one of my favorite videos that I did over the last month and a half was the eyebrow tutorial that explains everything really clearly. It makes it really easy step by step. All my brow pencils were like dried up, so I had to go shopping for a new one. And I also noticed that I was using brow pencil that was too dark for me, so I wanted a better shade. So I went out and I bought a bunch of brow pencils, and I gotta say, hands down, my favorite one out of all of them was the one I used in that tutorial, and it's this one by Fenty. This is the Brow MVP pencil in Dark Ash Blonde. This is a really great microfine brow pencil, and you can really just draw on those tiny little brow strokes that you need to do to get a natural looking brow. It's really creamy, but it still draws a really nice sharp line. Another thing that I love about this is that at the other end, instead of a spoolie, it's got a little paddle brush, and this just does the softest blending so that it leaves you with like a shadow of the color kind of behind hide your brow hairs, or if you don't have any brow hairs, it's just gonna mute it down so that it becomes one with your skin, so it doesn't really look so harsh and drawn on. There was a super fail of a brow pencil that I did buy for that video. It is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. This gets such great reviews. This is like, you know, 4.5, 5 stars. I hated this. This is another microfine brow pencil, but this pencil is so hard. I have to press so hard that it hurts with this. It's hard, it's chalky, it doesn't blend well. It just didn't do it for me. I tried a new eyeliner. This is the Kosas Soul Gazer. This is a really nice waterproof gel eyeliner. It's a mechanical pencil, so you twist it and the eyeliner comes up. This is really great for doing your tight lining. This shade is a gorgeous navy blue. Isn't that so pretty? I love a dark blue. You know, I'm into not black for my eyeliner now, so either a really dark navy blue, a dark gray, a really dark brown, a dark green is gorgeous, but I love this. It's very creamy, and so it goes on your waterline really easily, really smoothly, but it's waterproof, so it stays in place. So it's not getting all of your contacts, it's not, you know, dribbling and smudging. So I really liked this one this month, and I'm wearing it today. All right, I want to talk about the lip combo I have on. I have been searching for like the perfect nude, and I started using this combo this month and I love it. So the lip liner is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. It's a plumping lip liner and the shade is Puffy Nude. It's a mechanical pencil, but you press the bottom to get it to come up. And let me show you the shade on that. It really is like the perfect nude shade right there. If you like lip plumpers that give you the tingles, this is definitely one that does. I can't say that this is gonna make your lips like huge or plumpy, but it definitely does give the tingles, so it is gonna irritate a little bit, bring a little bit more blood flow to the lips. And I just like it. I think it's a nice wearing lip liner. It's very creamy, it's very hydrating feeling, and of course I like the tingle. So if you don't like the tingle, you will hate this. And the combination that I like it best with is this Colleen Rothschild Hydra Shine Lipstick Balm. The shade is Santorini Whisper. Now this is interesting packaging. You also press the little button here and it comes up. It doesn't retract, so you can't press it up too far. And this is also very melty, like it's very melty. So if I just went right into my lips with this, it would be like too much and all over the place. So I just kind of give it a little tap around like that when I keep it up here and spread it with my fingers. So this is not the kind of thing that you're going to want to keep in your handbag if you live in a warmer climate, because it will be melting all over the place. And it's funny because I think Colleen lives in Texas, so I'm kind of surprised that these aren't more firm given like the Texas heat and everything, but they are gorgeous and so creamy and so hydrating. I have a 20% off discount code with Colleen Rothschild. It's ongoing. I've had it forever, so I'll put it in the info box next to the link for the lippy. But then there was a lip gloss fail this month. That was the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Lip Gloss. This is really pretty. It's a really pretty nude. I thought I would really like this. I liked how it went on. The color is really like baby nude, very pretty lip gloss. And it's supposed to be non-sticky lip gloss is what the marketing says about it. So it's not supposed to, you know, be like your hair's not supposed to stick to it. It's not supposed to stick together. Well, oh my gosh, I wore it in the I'm retiring from YouTube video. And by the end of the video, I was talking and it had all these like little strings connecting my upper lip to my lower lip, which is one of my pet peeves. When I saw it in the mirror finally, after talking with the strings for 10 minutes or so, I was like, oh God. So this was definitely a fail. It was just so gross. I'm like, wait, you're supposed to be non-sticky lip gloss, and here you were making those like connective strings. So that was a fail. Did not love that. Last makeup related thing is just my brushes, the 30% off from now until December 31st that's going on here with YouTube links. Just wanted to give you one last reminder of that. You can buy my 7-piece brush set, which contains my Kitten Paw concealer brush, my angled blush brush, and 5 eyeshadow brushes that will have you getting your eyeshadow on perfectly. You can also grab my travel brush set, makes a great holiday gift. You get this little pouch and also 5 brushes that are travel sizes of 4 of my brushes from my brush set, plus the BK Beauty 101 brush, which is my favorite foundation brush. All right, let's talk about skincare next. I didn't try too much new in skincare this month, but I did try a couple of sunscreens, and I revisited an old sunscreen that I had reviewed years ago. So the two new sunscreens that I tried were the Elastin Hydra Tint Pro Mineral Sunscreen and also the Huda Tint Live Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. These are both SPF 50s. The Elastin is a favorite of my friend Lisa, and a lot of you have asked me to try it over the years, and I did try it once when I was with her in Texas, and I really liked it. This is a tinted mineral, and the tint is very pigmented, so you can put this on and it can almost be like your base for the day. This is like a perfect one and done kind of makeup sunscreen all in one. So here's the shade on it. This is a pretty good shade match for me, and it will be for a lot of people, but obviously it's not going to be a perfect match for everyone. I like this one because it rubs in quick and easy. It doesn't leave a really shiny or greasy looking film on my face. It looks very natural. I can just put it on and go. My only problem with it is that it does make my skin feel dry by the end of the day, and it does kind of kick up some skin flakes here and there, and so it makes my makeup look a little bit, you know, ruffled up and rough by the end of the day, which I don't 100% love about it, so I don't reach for it all the time. When I first saw it and saw the price, I was like, yikes, that's expensive. I think it's like $78, but it's such a big tube. You get 3.2 ounces in here. So ounce for ounce, it's like $24 an ounce-ish, and so it's much more in line with other comparable sunscreens. I also tried this. I tried the Hugard's other sunscreen a couple of years ago. I think it was a lower SPF, maybe a 30 or a 35. When I saw they had a 50, I was like, ooh, awesome, let me give that a try. And this one comes in so many shades. I think this one comes in 11 shades. So this is actually like inclusive. If you're looking for a tinted sunscreen and you've never been able to find a shade match in the very limited like 1, 2, or 3 shades that most sunscreens offer, look at this one, because this one may be the answer to your prayers. This is shade 9. Here's what the shade looks like. Let me just rub it in so you can see it. There it is, and we'll compare it over here. Not too much of a difference. I'd say they're pretty similar shade-wise. And this one, I love everything about it. It doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't leave it looking super greasy and shiny either. It just has a nice kind of satin effect to it, but I don't get skin flakes by the end of the day. I don't feel dry by the end of the day. My makeup lays really nicely over it. And one last sunscreen that I'm revisiting this month is the Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44 Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. And the reason that I'm revisiting this is because a viewer wrote in and said, hey, I noticed that the ingredients on this were almost identical to the ingredients of your current Holy Grail sunscreen, which is the Healthy Skin Lab Protect SPF 50. And she's like, why do you like that one so much better? So the Healthy Skin Lab was like $35 when I first bought it last year, but since I've been talking about it, the price has crept up a little bit. Now it's up to more like $44 for 1 ounce. This is more like $28 for 2 ounces. So definitely a much less expensive sunscreen, only $14 an ounce, and the ingredients are very, very similar. So thanks for pointing that out to me. You know, I didn't really realize, because I had reviewed this so many years ago, that it wasn't really on my radar. But it is a sunscreen that I liked the color of it. I just felt like on my skin, it didn't dry, it didn't set up, it was just too greasy. But that was a few years ago, and I gotta say, you know, the older I get, the drier my skin gets, and especially this time of year, I really appreciate a really hydrating sunscreen. So I dug this one out and I started using it again, and you know, I really, really like this one now. It could just be the difference in my skin from then to now. I can put it on and it doesn't look super greasy. I do still have to powder it. It does have like a shiny finish to it, but I like it a lot more now than I did back then. I do have a 20% off code with Dermatology as well that's ongoing. I think it's Angie20, but check in the info box to be sure. I'll put it next to the link to their sunscreen. I tried a couple of new cleansers, both from Naturium. You know, I'm always looking for a less expensive kind of way to do my first cleanse, which is my oil-based cleanse. That's the one that gets most of my makeup off. So I tried the Naturium Purple Ginseng Cleansing Balm. This is a really nice cleansing balm. It's got about the same consistency as the Clinique, and it does almost as good a job as the Clinique. Not quite, but almost, and almost is pretty good because nothing works as well as the Clinique. I'm telling you, it is the best, but this is almost as good, and this is a bit less money as well. This is $20 for 3 ounces, where the Clinique is $44 for 3.8 ounces. So it's about $10 more than this ounce for ounce. So this was really nice. The second Naturium cleanser that I tried was this one, their fermented camellia creamy cleansing oil. I tried this as my first step, you know, get the makeup off, cleansing balm. It didn't do nearly as good a job as the cleansing balm, but what I do like it for is the days where I'm not wearing any makeup except for sunscreen. I don't even put on mascara. I just put on my tinted sunscreen and I go, but I do still need to remove my sunscreen at night. This was really nice for that. It's kind of a gel to oil cleanser, so when you first squirt it out, it's just this really pretty clear pink gel. You work it into your skin and it feels just like a standard gel, but then it starts feeling a little bit oily, and then once you add water, it emulsifies with the water. You rinse it and you rinse the sunscreen away. So I thought both of these were pretty nice products. All right, next I want to share a new launch that is from a friend of mine, Marlena Stell, Makeup Geek here on YouTube, or used to be Makeup Geek. Anyway, Marlena unfortunately had to close Makeup Geek back during the pandemic, but she is launching her new company just this week, and she has launched with fragrances. And you know, I'm not a big fragrance person. I said, Marlena, please don't send me them all in PR because they'll be wasted on me because I'm not a big fragrance person. Often fragrance just on me either disappears or it makes me smell like a granny, and I never like it. I put it on and I'm like, ugh, or I put it on and I'm like, where'd it go? So that's my problem with fragrance. But Marlena, being such a wonderful and generous person that she is, she did send me the entire collection. So she sent me all 3 of their fragrances, which are perfumes, and then she sent me all 3 of their essences, which are probably more my cup of tea. But I'm so happy that she sent me these because they are just beautiful. And for, you know, someone who doesn't like fragrance, that is saying a lot. I gotta say, my favorite of the collection is definitely the Essence de Vanille, which is the vanilla, because in fragrances, I go one of 2 ways. I either like citrus, bright, sunny, or I like vanilla. This vanilla is so good. It's like baking. It's a little bit sweet, but not cloyingly sweet. It's got some other undertones that are a little bit spicy in it. It is just the most beautiful vanilla. Ooh, I love it. I gotta say, I think she's converting me into a fragrance person. I don't know, I usually like to smell like absolutely nothing, but I love the way I smell in this. And then she also has the full-on perfumes, which I didn't think I was gonna like any of them, but I actually really like one of them. Look at the gorgeous packaging, the box. You open it up, and this is a much bigger bottle. This one is called Montmartre Midi. Its top note is grapefruit, and I love grapefruit. Oh my gosh, love it. And this smells so good. You really get that grapefruit. It also has like orange blossom, but it has honey, and it also has a little bit of musk. So it's not like just a super citrus. It's bright, but it also has like a little bit of an undertone. Oh, it's just so good. I love it. So anyway, if you're looking for a fragrance, if you are a fragrance person, if you're looking for a gift for the holidays for someone, definitely check out Marstay, Marlena's new company, and her new fragrances. All right, the last section of the video is going to be clothes and things from the holiday gift guides that I wanted to recommend. So let's start with the clothes. You know, I usually put together a holiday lookbook around this time of year. I don't think I'm going to have time to do it though this year. I will probably do like an Instagram or a short with a couple of things. The problem is I've ordered a bunch of things. They've come in, they're really great, and I go to link them and they're sold out already. I'm like, what? Oh my God, no, this is so perfect. How can it be sold out? So I've got like 4 things here that aren't sold out yet. The first one is this beautiful sweater. I saw this online and I was like, that is so pretty. I wonder if I'll like it in real life. And I do. It's better than it looked online. So this is this really pretty embellished sweater. It's black with like a boat neck, and it's got different sizes of faux pearls sewn all over the front, but kind of in like a gradation, so they don't go all the way up to the top, but it continues it onto the sleeves. And just to show you up close what the little pearls look like. So the big ones are pretty big, but when you have it on, they don't look oversized and they're just so festive. And this is not itchy. It's a really great fabric. It doesn't have the embellishment on the back. It's just plain on the back. I'm wearing an extra small in it, so it's generously proportioned. It's not going to be too short. It's not going to be too like cropped. It's not gonna be too tight. So I have it on with this pair of coated jeans. These are a really dark, like chocolatey brown, almost a burgundy, like a hint of burgundy to it, but definitely more to the brown side. And they look like more of a pair of leather jeans, but they're really just coated denim, and they're such a nice cut and such a nice fit. They're a straight leg, so they're not a super skinny, so they're very flattering for all different leg sizes and shapes. And then the next two things are this really cute cropped sequin top. This top is such good quality. It's fully lined throughout, so when you have it on, it's very comfortable. You don't feel the sequins like itching you or anything. And then on the bottom, I have this pair of wide leg faux leather pants, and these are so soft and so nice, and the leather looks so rich. The faux leather looks so rich and so luxe. I just love these. These are just a really beautiful trouser cut. If you're the kind of person who really isn't going to wear a dress or a skirt, I think a wide leg pair of faux leather trousers for the holidays is really a stylish look. You can wear it with like a killer pair of high heels or just a little kitten heel like I have it on with here, and I think that it just makes a great look with the little sequin top. This was a very popular item in the holiday gift guide. This is a wrap scarf with a secret. So the inside here is like a really nice lightweight fleece fabric, and the outside is like a really nice soft knit, so it doesn't itch my neck, which is what I need. But the secret to it is that this has little zipper compartments at each end. And so it's a great place if you're traveling to like put your phone or to put your money or to put your passport. So it's a great gift for any traveler in your life. Let's take this foundation sample and pretend it's my passport. So we're just gonna slip it into the pocket here. And it's a nice big pocket. I mean, that whole thing fit in there really easily. And we're just gonna zip it in there, and now let's say that's your money or your passport. It's in there, it's gonna be nice and secure. Then you just put this on like this with the button over here. Wrap it around a couple of times. You can button onto here, and everything that you have in this layer is super secure. It's right against you, but just look how cute it is. And it keeps your chest warm, you know, if you're wearing something that has, you know, a V-neck or whatever, and all the wind always gets in there, it's gonna keep you nice and warm. Even if you don't use the zipper, it's a great scarf. And can I tell you, under $10. So it makes a really much more spendy looking gift, great stocking stuffer, great hostess gift. Just wanted to share this little hat since we're talking about a cold weather item like a scarf. This is the cutest little hat. I wear this every day to take my dogs for their winter walks. I just ordered a new one in gray so that I can wear that scarf and wear this together. It's fleece lined, so it won't give you the cable marks across your forehead. You know how hats dent your forehead and they never come out? Well, look how cute this is. And it's the cutest hat. So anyway, bought this for myself, from me last year or 2 years ago for Christmas, and I love it, but I'm getting a new one this year in gray. Super cute, so I will link that as well. Just three little last gift ideas that could be stocking stuffers that I had in my gift guide. The first one is this Spritz and Fizz cocktail recipe book. This is for the person in your life who loves bubbles, you know, champagne, Prosecco, and loves to make champagne cocktails. I had suggested this as a gift idea to give with some cordial glasses and these overgrown ice cube trays, and I was making the cutest drinks in the ice cube trays with like fruit juice and some fruits in them, or I made ones with apple cider and cinnamon stick and apples in it. This is such a cute book. It's got all these really cute illustrations in it, a ton of recipes. You know, it could be a standalone gift. I'll link the ice cube trays and the glasses along with this in case you want to do a gift like that, but this can make a great gift or a great little stocking stuffer hostess gift just on its own. This little guy is so awesome. This makes such a great stocking stuffer. This is a box cutter, but it's ceramic, and so it doesn't cut you. Doesn't cut the things that you don't want to harm, and it does cut the things that you do want to harm, like plastic. Really safe, it's really handy, it's big so you're not going to lose it. And the last thing I wanted to share today is a total rando weirdo thing, but I just love this thing so much, it just tickled me pink. This is a meat shredder. You know, if you're making pulled pork, if you're making chicken soup, if you're making tacos and you want to shred the beef, like whatever. It is the coolest little gadget. You put it on your counter and it has these like rubber grippers so it's not going to slide around. This lid comes off. You jam some cooked meat on there onto these spikes, and then you put the spiky lid on top, and then you just turn these little knobs back and forth, and it shreds your meat in a matter of seconds. And I was so in love with this because I had just made myself a pot of chicken soup the week before I got this, and I had hand shredded the chicken with 2 forks, and it took me like an hour to shred 3 chicken breasts. If I had had this, it literally shredded the same amount of chicken in 15 seconds, and to a nicer shred, much more uniform than I was doing, smaller pieces. Would have been perfect. So anyway, this is a great little gadget. All right, so that is everything that I wanted to share in today's video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit all the notification bells. And thank you so much for being here with me. You know, I always appreciate your time. I always appreciate your watching. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.